Live for our Sunday night eSports special. Harvey Pizza will be speaking with TenZ, the Valorant legend, CSGO master, and a guy that has great taste in breakfast. But who cares about all that, seeing as he just made his own 11-page manga. Let's get right to it. You just launched your very first run of apparel, as well as an 11-page manga. How does it feel to live out every gamer's dreams?
It feels kind of crazy to me. If you told my past self about what I was doing currently, I would just simply not believe it. So far everything has been one awesome journey, and I can't wait to see what even more cool stuff is in store for the future.
What was the first video game you played growing up, and how good were you at it? Any games you try to get into but couldn't?
I've basically tried all game genres, and ones I struggle with for some reason are racing games, but then again I'm not quite the best driver.
How does it feel after competing in a professional eSports match? Are you ever nervous beforehand, and how do you deal with that anxiety?
I would say days before a match or hours leading up to when it's time to play, yet it can be quite nerve-wracking. For me, the nerves only kick in before I play, and once I get 1 to 2 rounds in, I feel absorbed in the game and forget about everything else, which makes me lose the feeling of anxiety. Competing is a surreal experience, especially with a crowd present cheering for you, so I am glad I will be able to experience it coming the next year of VCT.
You've broken your own CSGO world record twice for the infamous AIM challenge. Are there any other records you'd be interested in achieving?
I really like challenges because once again I am super competitive, so whenever I see something like that pop up, such as AIM Lab Grid Shot, I usually will sink my time into becoming better than most. For records, I would want to say I just want to win some trophies again next year, and that would feel amazing to me.
Speaking of achievements, congrats on your engagement to fellow Valorant legend, Kyedae. Tell us about the proposal. How did the special day go?
Let's just say I'm not the smoothest person on earth. I will say when I got down on one knee, first off I had issues pulling the box out. Come to find the box is upside down. Then I dropped the ring. I'm engaged now, so I guess it worked, haha.
According to my sources, your favorite song is Twice by Likey. If this is true, what is it about that song that you like? Share with us your current go-to track if you have one.
I would then say that is my favorite song, but I do listen to quite a bit of K-pop. My favorite song of all time would have to be Skeletons by Kyedae. I would say this song is definitely one I have on repeat, and I would just say it feels pretty relatable. If the question is oriented to K-pop, I would say Blood, Sweat and Tears by BTS.
TenZ, I've asked every single interview I've ever had, from Meghan Trainor to Asher Roth to Carl World to Zach Kreger, this next question. Describe in as much detail as possible your ideal perfect breakfast.
Normally I would wake up later than most, so most of the time I would skip breakfast, but then again for a perfect breakfast I would say just having a bowl of cereal, because it feels nostalgic to my times as a kid eating cereal in the morning.
Wow. Thank you, TenZ, so much for coming on the program. I know live stuff like this is very difficult, and certainly being in the presence of an esports superstar has made this moment truly impactful for me. For Connecticut Public Radio, this has been our interview with TenZ, an esports video game legend, and, a guy that tried his best to open up that proposal.